The Arm trailer was really, really good, but it's also out in Hindi because it's a pan-India film from Malayalam, so that's really good. And they are putting out, trailers in every language. And it's a 3D film coming out in September or an Onam. So I thought let's have a look at the Hindi trailer also, and maybe I understand it better. And hopefully the film, I hope it gets released in Malayalam so I can watch the original. But if not, then I can watch the Hindi dub if it's really, really good. But one thing I'd say, in the posters and all, in the Hindi version, they have written it in Hindi, ARM. I don't think that's needed. Just make it ARM in English. I think everyone in Hindi audience would understand that there's so many people today cannot read Hindi. I think just writing ARM would work better publicity wise in Hindi, and it would be easy for people to register in their mind instead of writing in Hindi, which is not normal nowadays. That's a small suggestion. But let's check out the Hindi one.
एक रात एक सितारा आसमान से गिर पड़ा, हवा की रफ्तार से तेज, बिजली की रोशनी से भी रोशन सितारा आकर हरिपुरम पर गिर पड़ा।
Okay.
प्रभु, उत्तर में हरिपुरम से मैंने एक कलरी योद्धा के बारे में सुना है।
There he is.
वो योद्धा ही हमारे पूर्वज पितामह हैं।
There's a lack of depth in grandmother's voice.
डालने से हमारी इज्जत खतरे में आ चुकी है। आप लोग अच्छी तरह से ध्यान दें, वो कहीं भी हो सकता है। यदि आवश्यक हो तो हमें उसे मार डालना होगा।
It has that little older vibes to the language, but it's older times.
हम तो एक बार ही देख पाए हैं। सोना का है?
सोने से भी ज्यादा कीमती, तुम्हारी तरह। तुम मेरा आसमान और मेरी जमीन हो।
तुम्हारी सांसें भी उसे नहीं पकड़ सकती अजय।
I'm very impressed with the visuals.
आज चोरी की रात है, आज तो हम जश्न मनाएंगे। परसों जब मंदिर का दरवाजा खुलेगा तो मैं भी चोर के नाम से जाना चाहूंगा।
Oh, it's about legacy.
राजा के शतरंज में कोई मूर्ख प्यादे हमेशा होते हैं। मेरे शतरंज में वो प्यादा तुम हो।
Okay.
आपको चुपके से लोगों के घरों में घुसना तो तुम्हारे खून में ही है ना।
Oh.
बेटा सुनो, तुम्हारे डाकू नाना ने पूरे गांव पर काबू कर लिया था। अजय, तुमने वहां ढूंढा है जहां सभी पहुंच सकते हैं। सिर्फ मणियन जैसा आदमी जहां पहुंच सके, वैसी जगह भी तो होगी ना।
Interesting dialogues. Like the music really good.
चल अब मुझे बता अफसर, पहले कौन आया था, पुलिस या चोर?
Voice is good. So I saw some comments, people saying that the dialogues are not good, or the dialogue delivery is not good. The dialogues feels very abnormal and not very, I would say, realistic, or I don't know what in Malayalam. I don't know what's the case, but I feel like maybe because they are different time periods, they are using different kind of dialects to show that, because they are in different time periods. Because in Hindi, I did notice the kind of words which are used. There is one character, I think there's, apart from Tovino's character, there's one more character who's going through these periods, or is kind of immortal or something like that. Because he, in the present, he was using some older words, ancient words. So I'm interesting what that angle is. But again, like the first trailer, a lot's going on. And I think this time, because I was listening to the dialogues, unlike the Malayalam trailer, I was just, there are too many dialogues, just focus on the visuals. It feels like there's a lot of legacy involved here, because so all these three Tovinos are from the same lineage. We had the Kalari warrior. Then after some generation, we had the thief, and after a generation, because he said the grandfather was a thief, so that is the modern Tovino we are seeing. And I think if some secrets are revealed, people know that he was a thief, so I think the warrior kind of whatever the asteroid came, a meteor came, so that brought some gold or something, so the warrior Tovino was supposed to protect it. And the later generation, then the other Tovino, the thief Tovino, he kind of stole it and hid it somewhere. And now in the present, if that hidden thing is found and people find out, so he'll be blamed that he's from the family of thief. That's the thing. So you have to save the day. He has to clear the name of his lineage, something like that. That's a very interesting idea. Making that's a very human thing, human society thing of a family and all of that living in a small area. It's a very big thing, a thing of pride, and using that and using a supernatural or a science fiction thing of meteor came and it brought something interesting or magic or something like that, supernatural, and mixing those with kind of a real narrative. So that's a really good setting for a good story. Again, as I said, there's so much happening. I just hope it's just it's seamless, and there is a focus where you can follow everything. It doesn't become so much things happening and it's hard to follow. It'll be interesting to see what's the length of the film. But coming out in September 15th, I guess that's when Onam is. So looking forward to it. Dubbing was fine because here most of the dubbing is there are dialogues over the scenes. It's not, we don't see the characters actually speaking a lot, so it's hard to tell how it will match them. At the last one with Tovino and the thief character, I think it worked well. So I hope the Hindi version does good for the film. That's always the expectation. And then the story has to work first, then the second layer is the dubbing quality, and that if things match together, I think we have a winner. I don't think any big film is coming in September 6th is Goat. But I think Goat in Hindi, because it's a big Thalapathy Vijay film, it will do more in South and especially Tamil Nadu. I think Hindi is the first week where it will get the most buzz. Unless it turns out to be a great film, I think then it will keep going. But I think by the next weekend a new film comes out, people will be interested. I hope they get a big wide release. They are doing promotions everywhere, so that's great for it. But looking forward to it. Hindi dub sounds good. Let's see how it pans out. If it releases in Malayalam with subtitles, that's my priority. Otherwise, we'll check out the dub version. What can we do? Because the theatrical experience, you need to watch this film in theater. That'll be my thing. I need to get it. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and you can check this video next time. I will see you next time.